welcome to Kitchen Therapy 24/7. Today we are going to make tuna cakes. What I have for you here is 6 cans of tuna, 5 ounces each, albacore tuna. I used to make these with salmon, but being more cost effective, I can make 3 times as much for the price I would use for about 10 ounces of salmon. So to this we are going to put in 3 eggs. I used to make this before with salmon, and you'd poach the salmon, and it was really delicious. But you know, by the time I go to the store and get some fish, it would just take too long. Tuna is something you can buy all the time, and it's very convenient when you get your grocery store. Now I put 1 egg for 2 cans of tuna. Just kind of beat those up a little bit. Put them in there. And this is a really easy dish because you can make a lot extra and then freeze them. I love to freeze stuff. I have about 8 green onions. Cut off most of the whites because I don't want too oniony, but I like the color of the green. So we're going to slice these up real quick. If you don't want as much onion, don't use as much onion. That's the beauty about cooking. You can adjust it to what you and your family like. And if you don't like green onion, you can always use a white onion. You can use shallots. Put that in there too. And we also add some cilantro. I love cilantro. Some people don't. You can always add some parsley to this if you like. Not a problem. That's my motto. Not a problem. Just bunch it up and chop it up. As fine as you like, or as big if you want big leafy pieces. All up to you. Alright. We're also going to make this with a red pepper aioli. So aioli yummy. And I just got back from the gym and I have to make lunch. So I figured, hey, why don't we make 10 tuna cakes? Have everything ready. Alright, so there's your bunch of cilantro. Now that's all our chopping. Pretty simple. Now we add our fun stuff here. Dijon mustard. Oops, about a tablespoon. Let's put 2. Do it to your taste. See what your family likes. I love mayonnaise. My man Rick does not like mayonnaise, so I get to sneak in some mayonnaise without him completely freaking out. And he loves to eat these. And I also do fresh breadcrumbs. Now I made these ahead of time and these are in my freezer. This is about 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs. I'm going to do probably about 1 cup right now, and just to see what it's like, see what the consistency is. What I like to do is, people usually sometimes don't like to eat the heel of their bread. So I put them in one bag, put them in the freezer, and then I take them out when I want to make my own breadcrumbs. I have this fancy little handy chopper that I've had for years. You just kind of chop, put them in there. You can do this in a food processor if you want to do a large amount. I don't even know if they make it anymore. We lost a bit, but it's okay. So I've got those extra ones because you're going to coat your tuna cakes with breadcrumbs too to give them a nice little crust on. This is the fun part. Just mix it all up. Look at how pretty that is. I love the colors of these tuna cakes. Oops, lost some. And it's always fun getting your hands dirty. And they don't take very long to cook. All we have to do is get them golden brown. Everything's cooked but the eggs. Eggs cook pretty quick. These are looking a nice consistency, actually. You don't want it too wet, you don't want it too dry. Okay, pretty good here. Well, I don't want to waste any either, so. Alright. That's all mixed up. I think I'm going to add a little bit, a little salt and pepper, just a little bit. Last time I made these, I did add a little too much mayonnaise, so I'm a little skittish on adding too much mayo. They were good, but they were kind of rich. You know, so you should make them a little less fattening. Add a little less mayo. All right, we're gonna go for it. I think these are gonna stick together pretty well. All right, so I have my breadcrumbs here. My oil is heating up. I've got about 2 tablespoons of oil in the pan. And grab a spoonful. You can make these as big as you want. You can make them appetizer size. You can make them large enough to fit into a hamburger if you like. Usually, this is how big I make them. You just dip them in your fresh breadcrumbs, and you can leave them on the side. Now, what I do too is I like to make a tray full, and I'll put them in the freezer. And once they're frozen, I take them out and put them in a baggie. And you have tuna cakes ready for whenever you want to have tuna cakes, and everything's already made. So don't be afraid to freeze things ahead of time. Not freezing ahead of time, just freeze things, period. Because it's really convenient when you kind of go, oh my gosh, I don't have anything for dinner. Yes, you do. You open up your freezer, and you got tuna cakes, and you can also freeze your aioli, because I did that as well. So we're going to start off with these. Well, let's make 4. Let's go ahead and 4 of these. You kind of want them about the same thickness and size so they could cook on the same time. Pat down them, get those coated really nicely because you get a nice crust on these. See how our oil's doing? Oil's doing well. Gonna put those on. Multitask here. There we go. Okay, so we have those 4 going, all right? The oil's not too hot. You don't want the oil too hot because it'll just burn the outside and not cook the inside. So when we get that going, we're gonna start on our aioli. Like I said, I've made some ahead of time, and I get it out of the freezer, and it's at room temperature. But I'm gonna teach you how to make some really quick. It's so easy, it's so good. You pour this on top of your tuna cakes, and you just wanna kind of bathe yourself in it. It's that delicious. I have roasted a red pepper. You can do this with yellow or orange. I don't recommend green. And I've skinned them out. I've sweated them in here. Let's see. As you can see, and then what I did do was just peel off the skin. But for time constraints, I have this one already prepped. Super easy. Dump that in there. We're gonna add a little smidge of Dijon. That's it. Probably about a teaspoon of Dijon. Some salt. And then we're gonna stream in our oil to make our aioli. So we're gonna take the top of this. Oh great. This is a new, there we go, blender. So, all right. So you turn this on, get this going. First you have to plug it in because that really helps when you plug things in. You get more power that way. Oh my god, that stuff is so good. Okay, we're gonna flip up our tuna cakes real quick. Let's flip these over. See, look at how pretty they are. And so colorful. When you put your fresh cilantro, even parsley, whatever, your green onions, it adds a really nice color to your tuna cakes. There we go. Let those cook on that side. We're gonna finish our aioli. It needs a little more salt, in my opinion. I am a saltaholic, so we're gonna add a little more salt to this. And I have that one already made, but we're gonna still plate this in this other one. Hi, baby girl. There's my daughter, Grace Marie. Okay. So here is your freshly made aioli.
Mata, baby.
I'm going to taste it again. Is that my useful double dip here? Okay. And it's really nice. If it's at room temperature, what's the matter? Come here, babe. Come here, Mama. Alright, let's take these out. Those are done. Welcome to real life, huh? I like to let them cool on a tray like this so they don't get soggy on the bottom for when you serve them. Okay. Those done. Again, for time purposes, I would serve this with a salad, and you can even use the aioli as some of your salad dressing, which would be really delicious, and brown rice. Alright. Now I'll use a leftover aioli, because it's no big deal. Put as much as you like. I usually make extra because we love to dip it in every little bite. Here we go. See, let's cut it open. Look at how pretty that is. Your aioli's dripping. It's nice and crispy. Very good. Quick, easy, delicious, and again, you can freeze extra patties. You can make and freeze your aioli, and you've got dinner ready in no time. Thanks for joining me on Kitchen 24/7. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me, kitchentherapy247@gmail.com. Happy eating.